Hello, welcome to my guide for connecting up a 13 amp plug. You'll notice that I measure 50mm back from the end of the cable and then gently nibble away at the outer sheathing with a pair of wire cutters. This isn't necessarily the best way of doing it, but after much practice I'm fairly accomplished at it. An easier, perhaps better way of doing it is with a knife, just gently scoring the outer sheathing and then just twisting it and bending it back like shown here, to snap it rather than cut through to the inner cores, because you don't want to damage those inner cores. The inner cores, brown, blue and green and yellow, and we're going to cut them to length before we put it into the plug. Cut the brown one at 20mm, the green and yellow cable at 45mm, and the blue cable at around 35 to 40mm. These measurements don't have to be super accurate, and to be honest, after you've made off a few plugs you can probably do it just with a bit of guesswork. Now I'm going to strip back the outer sheathing of the inner cores to reveal the copper inside. Just a bit of light pressure just to break the outer sheathing a little bit and then pull it away. You want to be careful not to damage the copper on the inside. If you go too hard with the wire cutters, then you'll damage the copper cores and you'll have to start again. You shouldn't have any strands of copper lying around. If you do, then you've done it wrong and start again. A light bit of twist, a little twist on the end of the cable just keeps the copper all together. The back of the plug, you'll notice this centre screw. This is what takes the cover off. And reveals the inside of the plug. I'm just going to loosen the screws on the cord grip. This grip grips onto the outer sheathing of the cable and keeps it from pulling the electrical connections out. I'm going to undo the terminal screws. You can see I just loosen them enough so that I can get the cable inside the hole. There are 3 connections: live, neutral and earth. Okay, so that's all the terminal screws loosened. Just pulling the cord grip out so that I can get the cable in. And just showing you there that the pins do actually push through. This makes it easier for connection, and also just be aware they could fall out. Pushing the cable in, want to make sure that the brown live conductor is roughly in line with the live connection you see there, and also that the outer white sheath of the cable is underneath the cord grip. The cord grip should not be on the inner cores, it should be on the outer sheathing. And I'm just going to tighten the cord grip slightly just to hold the cable in place, and just give the cores just a little tweak. We need to get to the live connection first, the shortest one, and that goes into the terminal here with the fuse carrier. I'm just going to pull the fuse out along with the carrier. Just makes it a little bit easier for connection, so I can just slip it over the cable there and then tighten the terminal down. The next one we want to get to is the earth connection. Just gonna swing that round, just pushing the pin up again, just makes it a little bit easier to get to and handle. You don't have to do these terminal connections up tightly, certainly not at this stage anyway, just a little nip is all it needs. And the neutral conductor, again just pushing the pin up, making sure that all of the copper cores get through the hole and that they're then splayed out either side. And a little tweak on the terminal connection, pushing the pin back down and then making sure that none of the cores are going to foul on the cover or any of the centre screw there. And that's pretty much what you're looking for. And put the fuse back in, making sure that the fuse is correctly rated for the size of the cable. So there's guides for that online. And now I'm just going to have a final little tweak of all the terminal screws and a little tweak of the cord grip, and make sure the cord's firmly held in there. Cover goes on the correct way around, and tighten up the cover screw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how to make off a 13 amp plug here in the UK. Thanks for watching.